Fiverr is an amazing platform that is going to allow you to earn a living from something that you're good at. And not only I'm going to show you how you can use Fiverr, how you can create gigs, profile, and all of that. In this video, I'm going to also later teach you how you can make money with Fiverr and what are some tips and strategies, how you can actually get orders. So let's start. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to create ourselves an account. So here, next to the sign in, you're going to find become a seller. Click there. Right here, click again, become a seller. And now we have option to continue with Gmail, email, Apple account, or Facebook. I'm going to click here, continue with the email. Now, I will just copy the mail and add a password. And then I'm going to press continue again. And now we have to choose a username. And you can use it as your business name or just like your name together. That's completely up to you. And now just click again, create account. What will happen then is that you will get an email verification, like a number, that you have to activate the account. And now, Marcus Tonelius, your account has been created. What brings you to Fiverr? And you're going to choose selling freelance services. Next, what type of freelance are you? A side hustle, solo freelancer, agency employee, agency owner. So I'm going to click here, a side hustle. Next, then what's your freelancing experience? So I'm just getting started. Like, of course, if you have experience, you're going to choose both online and offline, or just offline. Press next again. And now what we have to do is to complete your seller profile, or you can explore the Fiverr first. I'm going to complete the seller profile. So now what we have to do is click here, become a seller. What we will do now, just press continue. We can continue. I'm going to show you how you can fill out the profile. And we have to fill out the profile right now. So first, add a first name. Now display name. Okay, we have the full name, display name what people are going to see. Then you can use something like this. First name and initial of your last name. That's something you can do. And now we have to choose a profile picture. So what you're going to do is click here. And then you're going to choose some great looking profile picture. My recommendation that I have for you is to choose some professional picture that you have where you're good looking. Only because many times the potential customers, potential your clients are going to click on a picture to see how they look. So have some great picture right here. Then you're going to write here description about your work. So let's say I'm going to create this profile for selling YouTube thumbnails. I have been creating YouTube thumbnails for about 5 years right now with plenty of experience, and I am excited to work with you if you want to know how to create a thumbnail. Now you're going to choose the languages that you're speaking. So I'm going to choose English. And I'm fluent. So now I'm going to click add. And then on the bottom left, I'm going to click continue. Here, what we have to do is to, we have to choose occupation. So I'm going to choose here graphic and design. And now you're going to choose two of 5 or best skills in graphic and design. Let's say I'm really good at graphic for streamers and social media design and even game art. So I'm going to choose what I'm really great at. And then from, let's say 2020 to 2023. So this is the occupation. Then you can have the skills. So you can add, let's say I'm focusing on YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to write here YouTube thumbnail design, and I'm expert in that field. Now I'm going to add a new. So I'm going to add a skill design or like YouTube and YouTube marketing. I'm also expert. So you're going to choose the skills related to the services you're offering and add your experience level. So if you are an artist or if you want to write articles, you're going to choose, copywriting, SEO or something like that and your level. Then you're going to choose the education here, where you're going to choose where did you study. You don't have to fill it out if you don't want to, but you can, where you're going to write and choose the country of college and university, college, university name and major. And last two things are certification. When let's say I'm going to have YouTube Master Thumbnail certification, and let's say certified from Coursera, and I would choose a year here, let's say 2020, and then click add. Or personal website, where I'm going to provide a link to your own professional website. So if you have a website, you can link it right here. Now, when you are finished with everything, we're gonna press continue. And then you're gonna have a verified email address, and if you want to, you can also add a phone number. So now I'll just click here, continue, and create your first gig. Create your first gig. And now I'm going to show you how you can set up your own gig and start selling on Fiverr. When you're creating a gig, I definitely recommend check the competitors, what kind of titles and thumbnails and everything they have, and you can get a lot of inspiration from them. So when I come here and let's say I'm going to focus on YouTube thumbnail, if you want to, you can choose copywriting, SEO design, whatever that you want to sell, right? And you can have, I will design stylish and modern YouTube thumbnail. I will design 5 YouTube thumbnails in 24 hours. I will design a YouTube thumbnail for F1 channel. And this is really great because what I definitely recommend to do is that when you're gonna niche down, then people can search you more because people are going to write YouTube thumbnail, let's say for gaming, or for podcast, for interview, clickbait, whatever segment, right? Same style, copywriting, for let's say Facebook ad copywriting, social media, proofreading, product description, all of that you can choose and focus on the niche. Because if I just gonna do YouTube thumbnail, I'm going to compete with a lot of people. But when I'm going to do the NBA YouTube thumbnail, I have much less competitors comparing to the traditional ones. So that's something really good. Now, you're always going to find some good thumbnails. So I will create a catchy YouTube thumbnail design. Okay, so let's say I will design you a YouTube thumbnail that thanks to which you will succeed. Dominate. Okay, just making things up, just testing out the things. Then select a category. I'm in graphic and design. And I don't even know what is this. This is like what? Graphic design, YouTube thumbnail. So wait a second, I'll just click here to see that. Graphic design, social media design. You can always check it. So check some of your competitors and you're going to find right here the categories that you have to choose. So subcategory, and this is going to be social media design. Okay. And service type. So thumbnail design. And other YouTube. Then positive keywords. Enter search terms you feel your buyers will use when looking for your services. And this is something that you want to really focus on by what they are going to find you. So let's say I'm just going to focus on the traditional YouTube thumbnails. So YouTube thumbnails, then gaming YouTube thumbnails, clickbait, YouTube thumbnails, YouTube, and you see right here, thumbnail, and YouTube thumbnail for sport. Okay, so right now we have the keywords and we have the gig title. So I'll click here, save and continue. Yeah. Okay. We can have more than 20 characters, that's a pity. And now what we have to do is to have add a stock media to your gigs. Okay, total price. We're gonna do everything like this. So here is going to be the scope and pricing. My recommendation, this is going to start really important, guys. Just listen to this. When you're gonna create it, definitely check the competitors. Don't be all about cheap. Only because, for example, I make a lot of money from YouTube. I make $20,000 to $30,000 monthly. When I was looking on a thumbnail design on Fiverr, many of them were so cheap, and I'm like, okay, I even look for someone that is going to cost me more money, but I know it's going to be better comparing to all of these, because these are all created in Canva or just standard Photoshop, and they are not that great. So what I will recommend to do is to don't go all cheap when you're going to choose the price. That's the first thing. The second thing is that in the future, when you're going to get a lot of clients, my recommendation, guys, is that you will see that those who are looking for standard or premium plans, or let's say the higher pricing plans, those are much better customers comparing to the basics. So if someone is trying to negotiate the price, don't take it, don't accept it, because they are going to fool you, and oh my god, they're going to ask you questions and you're going to struggle a lot. Another thing, if there's someone who is going to be like always have so many questions, don't even do it. It's such a waste of time, and it's not like nice use of your time, and it's a waste of time in my opinion. So be really careful, start doing it, but in a moment, in the future, you will see that someone is going to negotiate the price. It's not that worth it. So when we go even further, we're gonna have the basic, the standard, and the premium. So name the package. You can again choose the something like some creators that you like, what they have there, right? So let's say I want to choose the design for Fiverr, and I want to design the thumbnails, and I'm going to even use the competitors, what they have there. So I'm going to get inspiration. But of course, create it by yourself, what you feel is great, what price you feel that you're valued to, and write it right here. Name your package. So standard YouTube thumbnail. And now we just check here. Basic starter, one YouTube thumbnail design. I'm not going to write anything here. Delivery time is, let's say it's going to be 2 days delivery. And number of thumbnails, 1. I can also add an image sourcing. So people will have, like, let's say a PDF, a Photoshop document. I'm not going to add that. And I'm going to revision 1. And price, let's say it's going to be 39. Again, I definitely recommend, guys, don't be all cheap. If you want to do it, okay, but I would definitely recommend going with the higher price. If you know that you're legit, you're good, ask the money for it, and I will show you how we can then promote your services, because people will be willing to pay more for your services when they see that you're good, and you're going to get less clients for more money comparing to a lot of clients for not a lot of money. License images, and let's say you can have 1 or 2 or something like that. You can choose it right here. Of course, all these things are going to look different when you are creating a different gig. Now, I can add extra fast delivery 1 day, and it's going to be extra $20. You can add additional thumbnails, image sourcing. Then also additional stock image, or you can even add a gig extra. So these are the extras that people can pay for. So I'm going to show right here. This is like delivery time 1 day, and it's going to be more expensive. And then other social media design services I offer. These are like the different offers they have, so you can even have more gigs. And that's about the image sourcing, right? And all of that. So now what I have it, I'm going to create a package and I'm going to have standard and premium. So this will be the basic, standard, and this would be the premium. You can of course design, like describe it. One YouTube thumbnail design, and standard are going to be 2 YouTube thumbnail designs. And I'm going to have that will be much better. High quality. High quality. And now delivery time, let's say it's going to be again 2 days. And 2 days, number of thumbnails 2, number of thumbnails 2. And I'm going to have image sourcing, source file, and all of this. And this is going to be, let's say, $49. And this is going to be $69. Now I'm going to choose, let's say, $59 and $79. And now revisions, let's say how many times they can ask for revision. Let's say it's going to be 2. And then this is going to be also 2. So for money, they're going to get more revisions. And this is going to be, let's say, 3 days delivery. Now you're going to have also the extra fast delivery. And now look at this. In a moment, I can choose like order delivery in only for extra 15 and 10. And you're always going to have some hint here about what it is about. So if you want to, you can add additional thumbnails for an extra 15 and in 1 day. And I can add image sourcing also. So when you're going to have it and you're going to fill everything here, you can of course add a gig extra as I mentioned. So let's say I'm going to have YouTube consultation and description is going to be, I will have a call with you about your strategy for thumbnails. And for extra, let's say this is going to be $199 and 1 day. So you would connect it then to Calendly and you can have it like this. Save, continue. Now, okay. So we're going to have 40, 60, 75. And like this, save, continue. Now we have to describe the gig. So you can use, if you want to, a YouTube, you can use how it's called. Chat OpenAI for describing, or you can again use the competitors in a way that you can get inspiration from them. Like what kind of things that you're going to write about what you do. I'm just going to copy it because I'm not going to make it up right now in this video. But here you see, you can just like use AI to generate it for you. I spent 5 years of experience working with Photoshop and Illustrator. I'm extremely quick and fast. I'm available at almost any time. Other YouTube thumbnails for your videos now. Platform time, marketplace, social media, and all of that you're going to find right here. So you're going to have like description. You can also have this, the milestone workflow. And you can have it. I don't really focus on it, but that's something you can do. And one thing I especially really recommend to do is to have a frequently asked questions where you're going to have like add FAQ here. And again, you can check what the competitors, don't copy their descriptions. I don't recommend doing that. What I recommend to do is to get inspiration from it. Like, okay, why you should hire me, right? What do I need to start? Can you make thumbnails like Mr. Beast? How much time takes to make a thumbnail? Can you make a thumbnail from a video? Can you make custom design YouTube thumbnails? So that's something you can get inspiration from for the questions. So I will write a question. How long will it take? 1 to 2 days. And the more questions you're gonna have, the more like higher chance for people are going to order you, because they see that okay, they're going to actually get the questions, the answers for their questions, and they're not going to ask you a lot as a seller, right? They're not going to ask you like, okay, okay, but how long this, how much will be that? What I recommend also to do is that with Fiverr, you can do one thing is that when you're going to get a lot of customers that are going to repeat the same questions, add the question to your FAQ. So that's something I definitely recommend to do. Now click add here, and you can add like more FAQ, and they save and continue. So when we have it, we're going to have requirements here. These are optional questions will be added for our buyers. Multiple choice, which industry you work in. And you can add a new question. So these are the questions when they are going to an order. And let's say for YouTube thumbnail, I can have like add a question for what is your YouTube channel? And you can have attachment or multiple choice or even free text. Now I'm going to have add here. Can you share me similar thumbnails that you would like to have me created for you? And I'm going to attachment, add. So now, what is your YouTube channel? Can you share me similar thumbnails that you want me to create it for you? Okay. And now I'm going to have another question that I can have is that I can even ask here what kind of colors you would like to have in the thumbnail. What you want me to add to your thumbnail. Attachment, add. So now I'll click save and continue. Okay. Now showcase your service in a gig gallery. This is so important. You see the gig image guidelines right here. 280, 769, minimum max size. This is so damn important because when I come and write here, like, look at this, Fiverr, copywriting, and I look on the qualities here. Like, okay, when you look here, the consultants is a little bit not that great here. Then this one here is okay-ish, but still I would make it much better, only because you can make the colors can be better. Also, you can have other people like being thankful for the work, right? Like your testimonials. You can add something like that too. This also looks much better. And I would just get inspiration and I would try to be better. You can even pay someone to do a great Fiverr, profile pictures, or even like the pictures for your gig. You can use Canva. So Fiverr, Canva. No, like that, Fiverr, Canva. And I would even search here for Fiverr gig image. And you're going to have some great gig images that you can get inspiration and use that. Many of them are free, many of them are paid, but that's something I definitely recommend to do if you want to set up your Fiverr right away. You want to use it. So let's say I'm going to choose this one right here. And I'm going to have YouTube thumbnail specialist. And I'm going to just quickly made it. I'm going to add myself here. And of course, if I would be selling something, I would make it much better. Okay, this can be good. Share, download. And I definitely recommend adding like your work, right? So I'm going to browse the picture. Look at this. We have the first one. And then I'm going to write here, let's say YouTube thumbnail. That whatever work you did, you can edit right here. So I'm going to search for my YouTube thumbnails that I have done. Like this one. Okay, so we have right here, and you're going to choose the primary. If you want to, you can click on this one and move it. I don't think you can move it, so you just have to always delete it and upload it to have the primary one. And then if you want to, you can have also video. I definitely recommend to do it. If you are okay with that, of course, you can add a video about what you offer and just share there your screen, what kind of things you were doing, and people can connect you in a way that way when you're gonna have video. So if you're okay with that, definitely recommend the video. You can use Loom for recording, and then you can just like download it. So with Loom, you have option to actually record your screen, and then you can upload it. So that's something that I definitely recommend to do. Now you can have documents. So some of the best work you created in documents, and you can upload PDFs here too. So that's something you can do. Then save and continue. Okay, and when we have it, let's go further. If you need to fill out a form V9, save, and then verify now. So we have to add a phone number, and you have to verify your account. And now when you're going to verify your account, you're going to find right here, your gig is open for business. So when I'm going to click down here on the bottom, then you're going to have active gig, and you can always open it. And wait a second, I will show you right here. Save and preview. And you see right here, you can then also share the gig. So when I'm going to open it, I'll just show you real quick. This is how it looks like, right? We have the about, we have about the seller, you, where you're from, and then you're gonna have also the packages here and all of that. So it's going to work pretty great. And on the right side, you're gonna have the basic, standard, and premium. Now, the one thing I want to show you also is to show you a little bit around the Fiverr, how does it work? And then I'm going to show you how you can make money with Fiverr. So when you're gonna be here, you're gonna click dashboard. Here, you're gonna find your orders, which are going to be active. Then you can have how much money you earned. And that's pretty much it. That's about dashboard. Then you're gonna have my business, where you're gonna click on orders. And here you would find all the orders. Then gigs. So here you're gonna find all the gigs. Now, if you're gonna focus on copywriting, what you can do, I will show you something here. So for example, this person here got more gigs. So you can actually have more gigs than just one. And that's something you can do. Of course, if you're gonna like some creator and what they do, what they have, you can just get inspiration from them. So you see right here, and skills test, content writing, English language, and the skills they have and all of that. So that's something you can do. Now, when we go even further, you're gonna have the profile, where you're gonna have the profile, how does it look? You can also go to Fiverr Learn, and description, and skills, and education, certification. All of that you can fill up right here. And then what you're gonna find here are earnings. So here are earnings, where you can then withdraw the money that you're gonna earn from Fiverr. So I can click manage payout methods, and you can have change or remove your active payment methods. You're gonna have the bank transfer, and if I want to, I can add a new, or you can then you can select PayPal, Payoneer, or bank transfer. And that's something you can do here. And that's about it. On the top right, you're going to have messages from people, notifications, and now let me show you how you can actually promote your Fiverr account. So now let's talk about how we can promote your Fiverr gigs and how we can make money and get clients. So the most important thing is that you need to get some clients by yourself before Fiverr is going to recommend you. So what I would definitely recommend to do is to ask your relatives, family members, or even your friends to buy your gig and then share a positive review for your gig. So this is something I definitely recommend to do at the start, because then Fiverr is going to see that, okay, you're actually getting the results, you're being good, and therefore Fiverr is going to promote you more. The next thing I definitely recommend to do is to get matched with buyers. When you're gonna write it in Google, you're gonna have this link here that you can get some also gigs and work for the buyers on Fiverr. So that's something I definitely recommend to do. The third thing is that you can use Reddit or LinkedIn to find some services. So what you can do, and what many people are doing, they're going to ask on Reddit, where can I get someone like there? And you can promote yourself, like, okay, I'm going to do it for you, and you're going to send them your Fiverr gig. So they can buy it, and more people can buy it from you then, you know? So you can just like build your client base outside of Fiverr. What I would also recommend to do, you can use even LinkedIn and promote yourself there, your work, what you do, and then even you can use Upwork. So that's something that I also recommend to do. Use Upwork to not only Fiverr. So have your work on Fiverr too, but on Upwork too, on the both sides, only because from there you can get a lot of customers. So that's something I definitely recommend to do. Then also you want to do market research, and you want to make yourself unique from other sellers. It starts with adding the images to your gig, trying to make the image better comparing to your competitors. And you can always come here, let me show you. Then I come to Fiverr and I'm going to be in dashboard. Okay, and now let's say I want to have article for affiliate blog. And I see the, when I see this, what it feels to me is that it lacks a lot of great colors. There are plenty of people from India, and you can see it right here. So what you can do, that you could easily just make yourself stand out with better image, and you can do it with Canva, right? So that's something you can do, and that's something that I would focus on. Another thing, what I would definitely recommend to do and focus on, is that you can add a video to your gig. This is something that's going to help you stand out like so much. So what I would do is that, like myself, I would record myself, okay, what I'm going to teach and help the person with. Add a video to your gig. Great things to do. Have a parents, family members order for me. That's something that I mentioned. Get matched with buyers, definitely. And that's pretty much it. So this is where I would start, and I would go from there. Also have a good relationship, good communication with the clients. That's something that's going to help you a lot, but don't be also cheap. So when you see that so many people are asking, I don't know, 4, 5 euro, 10 euro, and everyone is playing the low game, you want to go even higher, and it's okay to make more money. So you're going to have for 15, 20. And you would see that people will be start buying because they see you as a premium in a way. Only because, like, imagine right now, okay, article for affiliate blog, and I'm going to create a gig for this. I see that all these people, they don't have any video. No video at all. Look at this. So I could do it. And I could do something like this and make a video, better thumbnail, better text. And you would see that in 1 month, I would be in the top right here. Also, I would get a lot of orders from friends and family members when I would have, like, I don't know, 25, 30 reviews right here. And people, like, whole Fiverr would start recommending me. And I would even increase my price. The basic price would be 15 for what these people are asking. Only because then, and when I know that I'm providing value, it's going to work great because you're not going to be cheap. And you're going to actually make more money. So that's something I would definitely recommend to do if you want to learn how you can make money with Fiverr. And I would start with that. So I hope this video bring you value on how you can make money with Fiverr and how you can also manage it. So thank you very much and have a great day and goodbye.